Good morning, and welcome to Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living. So good to see you all. My name is Robin Rice Olmsted, and I'll be leading you in meditation today. So let's just take a breath and just center into your chair. Taking another breath. And letting go of anything you have to do later. Anything you didn't do this weekend. Just coming into this moment and anchoring yourself right here, right now. And just breathing in to that heart space. Acknowledging the love that is surrounding us. Recognizing the presence of the divine in every breath. Knowing that each and every breath is spirit saying, yes, beloved. Yes, beloved. You are here on purpose. And as we take this time to commune with the divine, I ask you to just contemplate this saying. When I sing my song, I remember me. When I remember me, I am free to be. Holy me, freely God. So just embodying that space. Knowing truly that as God is, I am. As God is, we are. And if your mind wanders or you're distracted, just allow any sounds to bring you back deeper, deeper into remembering that as God is, I am. And if your mind wanders, just be gentle with your thoughts. Allow them to pass through and return to center, remembering that as God is, I am. And so we once again take a conscious breath in and out. in and out as we begin to come back into our bodies. Once again, just anchoring in the space that we're in. And basking in that infinite playground of possibility. Just truly opening up to knowing that this is our sacred space, our sacred time with the divine. Knowing that you can return to it at any time, just remembering the truth of who you are. And so you are the thinker that thinks the thoughts, that remembers the truth, knowing that when I sing my song, I remember me. When I remember me, I am here to be wholly me and freely God. And so we anchor in that knowingness, not only for ourselves, but for our community, for our sister communities, churches, synagogues, mosques, temples, and everyone home in their pajamas, anchoring God in their own way. And we just allow this to be truly the freedom of who we are, to stand consciously in the love and the truth. And in this awareness, we just allow it to be. And so it is. And service in about 10 minutes. Thank you.
four waves of grace. For spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains, majesty above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Time to find a seat. Time to find a seat. Your neighbor you can greet, but you must take your seat. All right, we're going to do a little congregational singing, and I'd like for you, aren't we? We're doing congregational singing, yes? Okay. Don't tease me like that. I didn't get enough sleep last night, so who knows what would happen. If you please stand. Please stand. If you're able, if you feel like it. If not, that's okay too. All right. So just one second. All righty. Everybody knows this song, right? Yes. Okay. Let's hope I know it. I think I do. All right. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. Oh, you sound great. I think I can make it now. The pain is gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is that rainbow I've been praying for. but blue skies. Look straight ahead, there's nothing but blue skies. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. What rain? I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. We're gonna repeat that last line. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. Give it all you got one more time. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. Oh, yes, indeed. Thank you, thank you. Remain standing if you can. All right. I am the thinker who thinks the thought. We haven't done this for a while, but it's pretty easy. I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes things, that change my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought. I have the power to change my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes things, that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought. I have the courage to change my life. If you ask me, who am I? I am wisdom, I am light. I am more than meets the eye. I cannot be denied. Hold on that. Oh, oh, oh. I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes things, that shapes my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought. I have the power to change my life. I can choose the light. We're waiting for the words. La da da ba 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 ba. Oh, there's another line of words. Or not. I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes things, that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought. I have the power to change my life. I have the power to change my life. I have the power to change my life. All righty. A little Jamie Lula for us this morning. I have a favor. It's called There's a Healing Going On. And I have a favor to ask. Why don't you sit down for this, actually? Because I want you to stomp your feet. You got that? Stomp your feet and clap. Okay? And then we're going to pass out chewing gum and see what happens. Okay. Well, okay. The first verse, the first line. Let me walk to the banks of the river of love. Ready? Here we go. Let me walk to the banks of the river of love, where the current runs deep. The current runs deep, baptized in the one, where there's no separation, and the light will set us free. Honoring all of our differences, and love will set us free. Mother, Father, God, Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. Mother, Father, God, there's a healing. No, I said, oh, you're rocking my soul. Repeat that line. I said, oh, you're rocking my soul. All right, yes. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't say that. see the blessings of the past. It's time to requalify. I see the blessings of the past. It's time to requalify. Let's not forget, but learn to forgive. God knows we gotta try. It's my responsibility to heal the wounds in me. Compassion, faith, and hope, and love, and truth will set us free. Mother, Father God, there's a healing going on. Mother, Father God, there's a healing going on. Mother, Father God, there's a healing going on. I said, oh, you're rocking my soul. All right, I want you to stand up one more time. We're going to sing the chorus, which is Mother, Father, God. Ready? 1, 2, here we go. Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. I said, oh, you're rocking my soul. Repeat, oh. I said, oh, you rock my soul. One more time. I said, oh, you rock, 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 rock my soul. Ooh. Thank you.
Hello, welcome to the Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living. There's always a lot happening here. If you want the full list of events, make sure to check out our bulletins. You can also get on the email list if you want to be emailed the weekly bulletin. So our healer for today is Dr. Madeline Fletcher Stark. She will be available in the room next to the kitchen after service. So one of the events that we have been working on is this Change for Change. We've been collecting money to provide Science of Mind magazine subscriptions to incarcerated individuals. And we raised enough money for 6 subscriptions. So we're actually going to be continuing to do that to get even more subscriptions for these individuals. So if you do have extra change, we have our bucket here that you can go ahead and put your change into. So my name is Jess. My pronouns are she and her. We would like to thank Robin for our wonderful meditation today. And we would also like to thank Susan for the wonderful music. So one event I am going to highlight on is our annual camping trip. It is coming up on August 6th through 9th. This year, Lisa Kerr has found an amazing spot, the Palizio. Is that how you say it? Okay. The campground in Jemez Mountains. Addition to the glorious scenery and lots to do nearby, Lisa says the site has recently been renovated and is pristine. There are dozens of pullouts for cars, campers, RVs, whatever you might have. Each of them has a place to set up a tent. The best feature of all is the huge Ramonda they have. It is twice as big as the one in Kiwanis. The bathrooms are newly renovated and just wow, wow, wow. Details will be forthcoming. In the meantime, speak to Lisa for more and mark your calendars for August 6th through August 9th. Also coming up is our Labor Day picnic at Elena Gallegos Open Space. Labor Day is September 7th. Please plan and come and bring a friend. This is a chance for outreach and to show our friends and neighbors what fun, cool place RGCSL is. There will be more details coming about that in the bulletin. So this Friday, Solid Grounds will be Gilbert Uribe. Doors will open at 6:30. And the one last event that I have been asked to have Reverend Gill talk about. All right.
I believe that was your maiden voyage as announcer, was it not? Yes, all right. So I have the privilege today to bring something special that no one is expecting. Yeah. So we've been doing Volunteer of the Month for a while, right? And it's kind of been batted around. We should think about doing groups and all these different things. And well, we decided to stick with an individual. Yes, Nancy didn't even know it, because I told her no. So we have someone who is one of our, I like to call her a puppeteer. She manages a lot of people without being right there. Somehow she's pulling the strings. And she's an award-winning artist. And she's an amazing writer, and she's a graphic designer, and she deals with all of us telling her that her graphic design is almost what we wanted, but we would like it to be a little bit different. I know. She leads a little group that we've been calling the Outreach Team, which is probably the biggest group of people that gather right now other than the board. And they have been, well, anyway, this last Pride Month, you may have noticed a few events. Somehow this group managed to push all those forward and keep enthusiasm and generate interest and all of those things. And all of it, or a good portion of it at the very least, is at the behest of Karen Ford, who lives in California. And since she's with us today, why don't you just stand up so people can see you? Look at, there she is. Thank you, Karen. Thank you so much for all that you do, and thank you everybody for all that you do, but especially today, we just thank you. And if you look around on the walls, and I honestly cannot tell you exactly where, but I know that some of your artwork is up. Is it over there? It's over there. And there's signs next to it will say Karen Ford on them if you're trying to figure out which one it is. So check it out. I think the next thing I have is to invite Brian to come on forward for a minute. He had something to say. Oh, and by the way, Karen keeps Brian inspired. So, you know, it's like a bonus. So thank you.
She also keeps me in line, which is good. Seemed like Johnny Cash had a song, something about that. I walk the line because you're mine, or something like that. Anyway, yeah, and just for the record, it was probably sheer torture for Karen to stand up as the extreme introvert that she is. It's like, but that's what you get when you do so much greatness for everybody. Anyway, this is not a guilt trip. This is a guilt-free zone. This is a dogma-free zone. But we also have bills to pay, and there are only, with all of the volunteers who do so much, there's really only like less than a handful of people who get paid here. Two of them are Nancy and Reverend Gill. And we have a lot of folks here who come in, and again, we're all probably doing the best we can, but we could use a little extra cash for Nancy and Reverend Gill right now. Again, this is not a guilt trip. A lot of us are on fixed incomes. Everybody's pretty much doing what they can. But if you can eke out a little more, it would help us get them paid. It's summer, it's slow. I'm not going to make any excuses. We're all probably doing the best we can. But again, if you can eke out a little more to help get Reverend Gill and Nancy paid, it would be very much appreciated. So look inside your mind, look inside your heart, look inside your wallet. Open up your heart, open up your mind, open up your wallet, and drop a little in if you can. Thank you very much.
Yeah?
She's right. She's right.
I am? I'm good? Okay. Good morning and welcome. Good morning. I am Michelle Coleman. I'm a teacher and studying to enter practitioner training at some point. My pronouns are she and her, and I am your celebration assistant this morning. So I invite you to turn to one another and see who is celebrating with you here today. And those online, I say welcome. You are here by divine appointment, and we are blessed, each one of you. Yeah, I like that. See all those smiles? All righty. So let us take that into our hearts with a centering and opening prayer. As I breathe in to the truth of who I am reminded that there is only one love, one God, one expression of the truth, and each and every one of us are living that, as we were reminded by Reverend Gill this morning, and as we celebrate 250 years of independence, we turn to one another and give thanks for the love and the light that shines through each of you, reminding us of our truth, that we are not alone, that we are love on this planet, that we are here to support and uplift one another. And for that reminder, I am so grateful for each and every one of you and how you touch my heart and remind me of the truth of who I am. May we continue to do this for one another throughout the week, not just on Sunday, but know that we can reach out to one another in prayer and request whenever we forget that we are spirit, living as love, as light, as support, as truth. And I release this prayer knowing, yes, the truth of who we are. And I invite you to join me in saying, and so it is.
Thank you, Michelle. Okay, now let's see here. Got a lot of paper here. I was chasing a perfect life, built a world of constant strife. Thought control would help me cope, pinned it all on solid hope, gave up my joy to earn their praise. Take my power back today. I'm done with perfect, done with pain, done with hiding every strain. I'm not flawless, but I'm free. There's no perfect way to be. I've unlearned the need to pray, please. Let myself find rest and ease. I don't flinch at my mistakes. No more bending till I break. Oh, no more bending till I break. Try to keep it all in place, cover flaws I couldn't face. Now I rise from what I've lost. I no longer feel the cost. I'm not asking for permission. This voice is mine, no more omission. I'm done with perfect, done with pain, done with hiding every strain. I'm not flawless, no perfect way to be. I've unlearned the need to please. Let myself find rest and ease. I don't flinch at my mistakes. No more bending till I break. No more bending till I break. Oh yeah. I stopped chasing perfect scores. Doing more didn't open doors. I'm done with perfect, done with pain, done with hiding every strain. I'm not flawless, but I'm free. There's no perfect way to be. I've unlearned the need to please. Let myself find rest and ease. I don't flinch at my mistakes. No more bending till I break. I've stopped chasing perfect scars. 'Cause doing more didn't open doors. Doing more didn't open doors. Done with perfect, done with perfect, done with perfect. I'm done with perfect. I'm done with perfect. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Susan and Kent. Woo, all right. Do we love them or not? Yeah, all right. Whew. Well, I am Reverend Gil Williamstead. I am the spiritual director here. It is my joy and pleasure to do that. And my pronouns are he and him. And I'd like to welcome everybody, all the people out there who are really a part of us in here, and all of us in here who are part of those who are out there, right? It's a blending. So we appreciate all of you. We want to welcome any of our new guests today. And actually in the midst of that, I'm going to welcome an old guest. That's not how it came out. That's not right. I want to welcome Karen Seavey, who's with us today. She's moved herself to Colorado toward the end of last year, and she's loving it. So I just want to say how grateful we are that you got to come and visit and be here. Thank you. So is there anybody with us who's with us for the first time by chance? And if you're online, let us know. We want to know. Okay, it looks like maybe we don't have any newbies today. All right, then what we're going to do is we're going to bless everybody who's here, everybody who's online, and if you're new, please receive this. And rub our hands together and send out some love and say, we see you. We know who you really are. You are love and beauty expressing. We are grateful for you. We bless you. And we welcome you home. Thank you. So, some of us may wonder about classes. Does anybody ever think about why we do education here? So let me tell you a really quick thing, and I know several other people have had some of this, but I grew up in the United Methodist Church. I became a minister in the church, and I was sitting in a prayer class, or a class that included teaching about prayer. I don't remember which, as part of my practitioner studies, and people were sitting in a little circle and complaining about why we had to do this prayer. You know, I mean, there's 5 steps. I can't remember them. Why do I have to write this down? Why am I doing this? And I said, well, I just want to share with you that this is the first time anyone's really taught me anything about a way to pray. And that is the beauty, I think, of one of the beauties of science of mind and of the New Thought tradition, is that we're steeped in looking at things that can support us in our spiritual walk forward, and not just limiting those to practitioners or ministers or, the people that we think are special. Right? You do think I'm special, right? Okay.
Very special.
Thank you. Yes. Yeah, I got that, Pat. I heard that. Very special. What we wanted to do, though, Marilyn and I have been working on what we call growth opportunities. We've had several classes over the last few months, and we're continuing to move forward with those. And we'd like to let people know what's happening. So next week after service, about 10 minutes after service, we're going to invite people to just gather up front. And if you have any questions, or you just want to hear a little bit about why education might be important, or how you might participate, or whether you're interested in taking, heading toward doing the next step of practitioner training or those kinds of things, we're going to talk about that. So you're invited to be here for that. Thank you. All right. Our guest speaker today is me. How does that go? I guess I'm speaking. Is that how that goes? Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Now it's asking if I'm trying to sign in. Okay. I really wasn't. It was all here. There it is. Okay. So I am going to share with you a reading this morning from Mark Nepo, I believe is how you pronounce his name, from his book, The Book of Awakening, Having Your Life You Want by Being Present to the Life You Have. He says this: we are born with only one obligation, to be completely who we are. Yet how much of our time is spent comparing ourselves to others, dead or alive? This is encouraged as necessary in the pursuit of excellence. Yet, a flower in its excellence does not yearn to be a fish. And a fish in its excellence does not long to be a tiger. But we humans find ourselves always falling into the dream of another life. Yet when we compare ourselves to others, we only experience the tension of comparing, as if there is only 1 ounce of being to feed our hungers. But the universe reveals its abundance most clearly when we can be who we are. Mysteriously, every weed and ant and every living creature has its unique anatomy, which when given over to is more than enough. More than enough. So, pick apart. That's my theme for today. For all of you auto enthusiasts out there, you've been to pick apart, pick a pull your teeth out, whatever it is, place you might have gone. Pick apart is for me a visual of sometimes how we live our lives. How often do we refer to some version of that where we ask ourselves these questions, we daggone it. I don't know who wrote these notes, but they really needed to do them better. Here we are. We think about cherry picking. We think about mix and match, pick and choose, take your pick, take what you like. It's always about pick. Did you say that? Somebody offered pick your nose. And you can pick your friends, but you can't pick your nose. Your friend's nose. That's it. Okay. So we have this thing about choosing what we want and what parts we want to hang on to. And it's as if there are good parts and bad parts. Good parts and bad parts. And it occurs to me as I'm saying this that I didn't go through our 4 basic things today, of which the last one is we're whole, perfect, and complete. And if that is the case, then there aren't any bad parts. Why do we have those questionable parts, you think? Those questionable things, those things that we don't like about how we act and our personality. Pat knows.
Because they're familiar.
Because they're familiar. Okay, that's certainly one thing. Brian?
So we can question them.
So we can question them. Okay.
They challenge us.
They challenge us. They challenge us. Darlene? So we can always stay in the something's right, something's wrong place? Oh, wow. Yes. They give us permission to check it out. So we can stay in our comfort zone. Dory?
Similar to what Rose said, so we can feel safe.
So we can feel safe. Yep.
It's the journey to our healing.
It's the journey to our healing, so we have them to take us along that journey. Wait. Someone over here has a comment. Gio.
So we can love all.
So we can love all. We get to love all. Yes. So how many of those questionable things in your personality, perhaps, things that you're not so sure about, how many of them have served you at some point in your life? Every day. They've all served us somewhere, somehow, some way. And I think, except for Dino, his did not serve him at all. Oh, I understand that feeling sometimes too, yes. But if we get underneath it, we can see that there's some way that they have made us safe, they have kept us from stumbling into something we didn't want to go into, they kept us from being hurt as a child, whatever it is. They may not be the ones we want to emphasize now in our lives, but they have supported us. Ernest Holmes reminds us that our word does not create wholeness. It reveals it. Our word does not create wholeness, it reveals it. So, our wholeness is what we are allowing to come forth. What we are, when we're speaking our word, when we're praying, when we're meditating, we're doing those things, we're allowing ourselves to let things that need to come forth, allowing our understanding of our wholeness to come forth. We're not actually creating it because it's always there. It's always there. And so all of those things that we have are all part of that wholeness because it's all God. It's all spirit. It's all one. Now, how many of you think that makes total and complete sense? One, two, okay, maybe three. All right. Who? We do. So, what happens when we reject the parts of ourselves that we actually need to be loving? What happens when we make ourselves bad for the way that we are overly sensitive, or the way that we get angry sometimes and say things we really didn't mean to say. What happens when we do that?
We create our own suffering.
We create our own suffering. Thank you, Helen. Yes, we create our own suffering. And I will say that I believe that we are punishing ourselves, and therefore actually we end up exhibiting more of the behavior we don't like. Because we haven't loved it, it hasn't been seen, it hasn't been recognized, and so we keep expressing it hoping something will change. But until we can embrace it and go, yep, that's part of me, and that's okay, and I will allow that to ride in the back seat a little bit, maybe a couple rows back most of the time, but it's still part of who I am. And sometimes, even in our lives going forward, those things serve us very well. We've heard of things like righteous anger. Sometimes when we acknowledge that something is unsettling to us and we are willing to speak out about it, it's exactly what needs to be done. How many of you have not seen something that was unsettling, you felt like somebody needed to intervene, but you didn't? Yeah. Yeah. Me too. Absolutely. And that is where we have pushed down that part that's maybe a little impolite, or maybe, draws too much attention to the self, or whatever the story we have around it, which we have punished ourselves for and made it bad. And because we haven't loved it, it hasn't been able to do its job when its job showed up. Just because we've allowed it, because we've had something in our lives that perhaps we've overused, it doesn't mean it has no use. So this idea is that we bring it all with us. What if the parts we hide are the parts that hold our greatest wisdom? I think that is a powerful thought. And what if the parts we dislike are the parts that carry our deepest longing? What if we sometimes think that we're too dark, and that's bad. You can't be impulsive. And it's gotten us in trouble. And so we just don't do that anymore. We don't jump when we need to. And what comes to my mind immediately is the space you're all sitting in. That we jumped when this space became available. It wasn't impulsive, but it looked impulsive, and it felt impulsive. And it was that impulsive thing that said, yes, now is the time now. Okay? But it had been worked through, and it was clear because of all of the time that it already invested in the process. So sometimes those things like that, if we have pushed that totally down and away, then we're too cautious. Now we're like, no, it can't be impulsive. And we don't love the part of it that's telling us the truth in the moment. We deny our own wisdom. So last week, Reverend Kamatara asked us a few questions. No, you don't have to answer them until. Oh, well then.
We are in the next month.
Yeah, who's working on those? So, what no longer inspires me Or as I might phrase it, what does inspire me now? What is it that inspires me? What awakens your aliveness? Does anybody have any thoughts about that? What awakens your aliveness?
Music.
Music awakens your aliveness. School. Growing, learning, educating.
See, kids having fun.
Kids having fun.
But, just wild.
You know, and I like seeing Margie having fun too.
Being of service.
Being of service. Giving the gift of listening. Okay, so giving the gift of listening and being able to be with a person in a way that uplifts and supports them. Is that, yeah. Yeah, what a gift that is. What a gift that is. So, if that's what awakens us, where is it in our lives? Where are we allowing ourselves to do that? What is it perhaps that we are not loving in ourselves, that part of us we don't like, that's holding us back from that because we're pushing against it so hard that we're not moving into what's awakening us?
We have to ask the right question.
You have to ask the right question, meaning,
What can I learn from this?
what can I learn from this? Yes. Yes. So often, tell me if you agree, I come up against something and I'm just frustrated that I didn't do it the other way. Yeah, because of course there is only one other way, and that was the right way, and I didn't do it that way. Instead of what Kent just said, and that is inquiring, how could I do this better? What might be a way to approach this later? What might I do now that would repair what's going on here if I perhaps offended someone or something like that? That's the opportunity to ask that question. Excuse me. We get stuck because we label the parts of ourselves we want to change as bad or wrong. And we either shove them down or we try getting rid of them. How well does that work? You ever had a beach ball in a pool? And you try to hold it down? Oh, that's a fun game. That is a fun game. And generally it will come flying out behind you, or it will hit you in the chin, because you can't hold it down. You can't hold it down, and we think we can push things down and then they'll go away. They won't go away. We have to figure out how to release the pressure in the ball somehow and shift it. And shift it. Oh. So, is it a good idea to be picking those parts of us that we like and picking out those other parts and pushing them away, moving them off the table, pretending they're not there? No. Bad idea. No, we can't do that. What we have to think about is, what is this trying to tell me? What am I what could I learn from seeing this show up now in front of me? Why did I get frustrated? Why did I do my thing where I stepped back and I was quiet and I let other people do it, and now I'm frustrated that they didn't recognize me and all the great stuff I do? Everybody had that one before? Yeah. Yeah. Why did I get so upset? Bridge, and now I've got to deal with building a new bridge. Well, instead of focusing on the fact that I did it, focusing on what can I learn from this and where can I go from here? What's a different step? What will I do next time? How will I enter into my life in another way? And so, as we've been talking about, and I talked about last time, it's about loving all of ourselves. It's about holding all of ourselves in that space of love and respect. We don't always have to like ourselves. Sometimes we can not like something that happened, not like something we did, not like something we reacted to. But that doesn't mean we don't hold it in respect and love and figure out what it's trying to tell us. Because we, as the living outpicturing of spirit, are connected to the one mind. The one mind is always speaking through us. If we can listen. If we can listen instead of pushing it down and pushing it away because we don't recognize it, or we haven't taken the time to figure it out, or we haven't allowed ourselves to see something in a different way. So my encouragement for us is that we love all the parts. And I think those questions that Reverend Kamatara asked will be very good if you think about them. Bring back your notes next month, because they go right to the core of this. What is it that we're unconscious of, really, is what those questions hit on. What are we unconscious? Where do we not even realize where we're called to be? So each and every one of us has a call, has a reason to be, is here on purpose. And all of us is part of that purpose. So I invite us all to pick every part. Pick every part. Hold it. Love it. Allow yourself to be who you are. And allow the rest of us to get over it and like you as who you are. Right? Yeah, it's not my job what you think. That was one of the first things I learned in prac training. It's not my job what you think of me, of what I do, whatever. It's my job to know that I am in integrity with myself and with spirit. And that's where our job is. And so I invite you all to move into that space and to trust that for yourself. So I'm going to mix it up a little bit here, so don't panic. I'm going to invite Talia. Where'd she go? There she is. I should have known. Doesn't she always sat like over there and back a ways? Come on up. And Michelle, you want to come up? And we're going to do our prayer right now. And then we'll do the offering and the final song. Do you want to come up? No? Okay. It's too many.
There are never too many. There's always enough.
There's always room. Okay. So you may have wondered why I've been inviting practitioners and stuff forward, and it's because I want us to hear other voices, and I want people to know the power of the prayer that these folks offer. So, Are you comfortable starting us?
Okay.
Okay, here, you got to use the mic, though.
Oh, comfortable or uncomfortable, we accept it all. And we love it all. And we love you all, for we love that which we are in oneness. We have always been, we will always be, and it will always be within us. But that oneness grows. It grows in love. As powerful as are we, as are you, as is all that is. And in that isness is love. And so it is that I call forth that love here to be within us, for us to know it, for us to love ourselves with all that we are, and to be in that oneness, and to be okay with it. And I pass my word.
And so how blessed we are to hear these words, to know this truth of our oneness, to know that Spirit is ultimately fully present in all things, to know that ultimately every part within us is part of that perfection. And so we hold to that, we trust that, we embrace it, and we open ourselves to the education that we can get from all these parts, to the understanding, to the revelation, to the wisdom that may come. And so I'm knowing here and now that love is expressing in, as, and through each one of you here, each one of us in this room, each one of us online, each one of us watching later. I know that love is the order of the day, that there is nothing within us that is beyond the pale of Spirit. And so knowing that, I just declare that life continues to unfold as we allow it to, as we open ourselves to it. And I pass my word.
And to this, I add my awareness, my aha, my insight from today's message that accepting me and all my parts just for me is not my challenge. It's what you think of me is my challenge. And so my prayer is that I show up in love and that I see you in love, as each of us is an expression of the one, of all that is. And that I trust whatever it is that I touch in you, and whatever it is you touch in me, that we have the courage to heal that wound, to know it is here teaching us something, it is calling us higher, it's calling us to our heart to heal and to love. And with this, I pass my word.
And to this I say yes. To all that has been spoken, I say yes. And I'm left with the question for y'all. Do you all believe that God is all there is? Do you believe? Let me hear the church say something. All right, if we believe, if we truly believe that God is all there is, that God is in me, as me, and through me, then it is done. That it is done, that we are that magnificent outpicturing of the divine. And so we let go of any of those little thoughts, any of those thoughts that just are there to nudge us along into our greatest yet to be. And we say yes. Yes, yes, and more yes. Yes to our abundance, yes to our prosperity, yes to knowing that the collection that hasn't been collected is blessed and is overflowing. Yes to the outpicturing and education that everyone comes to play and to learn. We say yes, that this is God's design, that we of ourselves do nothing. And so we say, yes, yes, as God is, I am, we are, it is done, and it is magnificent and amazing, and so we let it be. And so it is.
Okay, thank you. Oh, and with that, let us just turn to our blessing for our offerings. If you have something with you, place it on your heart. Here we go. I asked Sue to bring up this one that we haven't used in a little while because I like it. So, speak with me. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, all that I receive, and I am so grateful. So in our gratitude, we receive gifts as the ushers bring forward the baskets.
I love myself the way I am. There's nothing I need to change. I'll always be the perfect me. There's nothing to rearrange. I am beautiful and capable of being the best me I can. And I love myself just the way I am. And I love you the way you are. There's nothing you need to change. You'll always be the perfect you. There's nothing to rearrange. You are beautiful and capable of being the best you can. And just love yourself just the way you are. And I love myself just the way I am.
As we love ourselves, we love each other, we love this community, we love the world in which we live, we love all those who we have the opportunity to serve. And that love is revealed in the abundance and the willingness to give. To give knowing that as we give, we receive. And as we receive, we are truly giving. So we take this moment and we just bless all that has been given today, trusting that it meets all the needs that we have, because it can only, our needs are always met. So with that, I give thanks and I release this word and say, and so it is. So there's a little thing that some of you may have heard called Born on the 4th of July. And this being the 5th of July, it's birthday Sunday. And so we may have one or two birthdays this month. So I'm inviting all of our birthday people to come forward. All right, come on out. Wow. Pat. Wow, look at all these folks. So we're going to invite you to say your name, the date of your birthday, and what you're claiming for this year.
I'm Marilyn Kirk, and I'm a Yankee Doodle dandy born on the 4th of July. And I'm claiming for this year joy, prosperity, and fun.
Doris
Lori, and my birthday's on the 23rd, and I'm claiming for this year equanimity.
Johnny Arnold, and my birthday is also the 23rd. Yeah. And I'm claiming to be a rock in the midst of the storm.
I'm Pat Justice, and my birthday's the 21st, and I'm claiming abundance and joy and perfect health.
Today's my birthday, and I want to claim adventures and happiness.
What's your name?
What's your name? Say, my name's Miguel.
My name's Miguel.
Yeah!
How old are you?
I'm gonna be 5 this day.
Hello, everybody. I forgot that July's my birthday. It's July 12, and I'm just so blessed to be a part of this. I'm just so happy about it.
What's your name?
Contrary to what is my name? Mike Hacker. Gil knows that as a joke, M-Y-K-A-C-K-E-R. There is a part of me I just don't like, and even if I accept it, it's there, and it doesn't help me, and I don't know what to do about it, and it alienates me from people. So this is a tough one for me, but I'm going to claim patience and understanding for the next year.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. All right, happy birthday to y'all. And I'm going to invite, Michelle forward. I'm looking around going, wait, who was it? Okay, so I'll close this out.
All righty, thank you. Wow. I think we're going to be busy this week doing some healing, some introspection, some awareness, waking up to the truth of who we are and living into that. I'm just so excited. Thank you. Thank you all for being here and being such a loving, supportive community. And if you'd like to connect with one another, we'll have food and gathering. There'll be some tables outside and some in the back after service. And we have healing today with Dr. Madeline Fletcher Stark, and she'll be in the room to the right of the kitchen. And if you'd like prayer today, we have practitioners here. If you'd like help in finding a practitioner, just come see me, and there'll be someone who can pray with you. And I think with that, I'll turn it over to Susan and Kent. Thank you all. Have an awesome week.
Thanks, Michelle. Thank you. If you please stand and let's do our best to make a circle. Circle of life, circle of love. I'll give you a minute. We can do it. I like circles because you can look across the room and see everybody, right?
How geometrically challenged are we?
It looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Just reach your arms out as long as they can go if you need to. All right, here we go. Something amazingly awesome is going to happen to me today. Something amazingly awesome is going to happen to me today. Something amazingly awesome is going to happen to me today. Something amazingly awesome is going to happen to me today. Something amazingly awesome has happened to me today. Something amazingly awesome is going to happen to me today. Something amazingly awesome is going to happen to me today.
So let's go out with this affirmation. I love all of me. All of me. All right. Have a great day. Thank you all for being here.
Yes, we can. Right now? All right. Let's have your attention for just a moment. We're going to sing happy birthday to Miguel. All right. Miguel, where are you? He's back there by the cake, I'm thinking. All right. All righty. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Miguel. Happy birthday to you. You're 5 today. Oh, make a wish. Look at those candles. Make a wish. Oh, there you go. Happy birthday.